Okay, so 4 is this concept of core strength, right? The
Mm.
core is a transfer of energy. Core transfers energy, it doesn't create energy. So think about the thing that you can't get online right now, which is the trampoline. Everybody's sold out of those trampolines right now. That's what our core is. Our core is a trampoline. It's not meant to create power. It simply transfers power that we create either from the ground or from something else that we leverage ourselves on, and it moves in. It moves into whatever skill that we want to execute, right? But if your core is not transferring power, then power is either lost or you're having to make up for that somewhere else, right?
Hmm.
So for instance, you talked about Callie with the heel strike. Okay, well, if she's striking with her heel, that means she's striking out in front of her body when she's sprinting. Her foot is
Yeah.
out in front, which
Yeah.
means as soon as that foot hits out in front of her body, that foot is actually decelerating her. The ground is decelerating her versus pushing down and back and accelerating her into speed, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's absorbing that? It's going all the way from the ankle up into the knee and then up into your core, right?
Yeah.
So really, when we're training for core strength, what we want our core to be is we want our core to be a strong pillar for movement. It doesn't create movement. It just transfers movement, right?
Hmm.
So we
Love
don't
it.
want it to bend, we don't want it to rotate, we don't want it to extend. We want it to be stiff, so that when we push into the ground, we're moving forward. A lot like Newton's cradle. Newton's cradle is that little thing with the 5 balls, and the one ball goes
Mhm.
out and then swings
Yeah.
back and then the other ball goes in. Yeah, think of your core as those 3 balls that are in the middle. It's transferring power from one end to the other. And if there's a break in that core, or if that is not aligned, then that power is not going to transfer, or some of that power is going to be lost. So think about
That
your
is
core.
such, you're full of good analogies. I wish you were here. I wish we had your camera here for those of you who are joining late. Sorry, Chris's camera, because I'm sure you'd have all these
Right?
like.
Yeah,
That's a really, really good analogy for core.
yeah. That's what we want to think of core strength as.